Hi Taurus, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I am Erin Mizolette and you're watching Mystic Mizolette's Tarot and Astrology. Sorry, that's a lot to say sometimes. This is your July stars and welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing these videos. I really appreciate you as I try to grow. If you're looking for a personal reading, please check the information down below, as these are general readings for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus of Taurus. So Taurus, let's get into your July stars, okay? So I have some things written down. It's been kind of crazy. So Venus, Taurus, your ruler, went direct last month on June 25th, right? So now you're probably feeling like you can move forward in things where you were stagnated. I'm recording this video in July, so the eclipse has already happened. Today's the 6th, so yesterday you felt the eclipse energy that also happened. So the lunar eclipse happened in Capricorn. There's just a lot going on, and Mercury is still retrograde right now in your third house, and for you, you want to make sure you're not signing anything until after mid-month, because the third house is all about your communication, negotiations, that type of thing. And if you sign anything right now, Taurus, you're going to wish that you hadn't done it. Once Mercury goes forward, you're going to hate the terms of the contract. Things will have to be renegotiated then, and it'll just be like a waste of time. So just try not to do anything until after mid-month. Like, yeah, don't even agree to anything. No agreements. Don't even do anything. Like, no traveling. None of that until after mid-month. But it is a good time to like finish things that you were already doing. You know, like if you were working on a project before Mercury went retrograde, this is a good time to finish working on that. But if there's anything that needs to be signed or negotiated, just wait till mid-month to do so. On the 2nd, Saturn is going to retrograde in Capricorn, which is that same third house, until December. Or actually, for you, it's the ninth house. Sorry, Taurus. For you, it's the ninth house. And then we have that lunar eclipse in the ninth house as well. So I'm all over the place. I'm sorry, it's Mercury retrograde. So please be patient with me as I try to interpret these messages, because there's a lot going on. And I'm reading for a lot of Tauruses. So if you feel like the reading is not resonating with you, I understand. Click on the next video, or I'll see you next month. But I love you. Peace and namaste. Thank you for watching to this point. So the lunar eclipse is in Capricorn, so this is all ninth house energy. You're just going to feel like a bang. Like, this lunar eclipse is a full moon like times 3, okay? So you're probably going to start seeing some things like with travel and relocation. Like, you might be forced to relocate. Maybe you want to learn something new. So this could be higher education, international business, the higher mind, like, and your spiritual self. Like, you might be coming to some kind of spiritual awakening this month. And I know that I said that for May, and so now that the eclipse is happening in this ninth house, you might really be still focused on learning how you work, like what your higher self wants for you in the higher scheme of things. On the 13th, we've got Mercury going direct. So, like I said, wait until after mid-month when Mercury goes direct. Like, first it starts to station in the sign, and then it starts to move forward. So maybe by the 17th or so is a good time to start negotiating, buying big ticket items, because I wouldn't sign anything. Not even for a credit card, a line of credit, nothing for that. Nothing like that until mid-month. Don't hire any new employees. Nothing like that until after the middle of the month, okay? All right, so the sun is already in Cancer. We started the month with the sun in Cancer, which is your third house, so opposite the ninth house. So all that energy that happened yesterday, which was on the 5th, with the lunar eclipse and then Saturn retrograding on the 2nd, is opposite your third house in Cancer. So right now, your third house, like Cancer, is all represents home, family, real estate, stability, like even family, like adding a new person. But since it's in the third house, like Mercury is going to be causing some kind of trouble with the communication around these things. So you'll have like miscommunications. You might even have accidents. So just be kind of careful about it, because it's opposing energy. And the energy will break up, just not this month. So you're going to be dealing with that most of the month. Then on the 24th, the sun moves into Leo. Leo is your fourth house, Taurus. So again, your fourth house of home, family, real estate. So with the sun already in Cancer, And then when the sun moves into Leo, which is your fourth house, you might be already talking about things, trying to negotiate. Like I said, maybe you're buying a house and everything is just held up. Like, just wait until after the 24th. Now that I'm seeing this and meditating on that, I think that you should wait till the 24th to move forward with negotiations, buying big ticket items, travel, that type of thing, because the fourth house is at the base of your chart, so you might want to stay home. You might get the feeling that you want to stay home and be at home and make home better. So that's why I say you might be buying a home, moving, adding a family member. Maybe your mother is elderly now and you're thinking about taking care of her. So there's like a lot of changes in the home. And first it starts with those talks, and then after the 24th, there's going to be action. Okay? So I'm going to leave you like that, Taurus. I did write down a lot of notes for you. Like, with the sun being in your third house, your mental right now, your mind is going 100 miles a minute. Ideas are ping, ping, pinging. So make sure you take some time every morning to journal, write things down, so that way you don't forget your ideas. First thing in the morning is best, because after you come out of the dream state, it's like some things that were downloaded into you could be easily remembered. Just put the little pad and paper next to your bed and just write down what you can remember and what you needed to know. And then every day, like maybe like for 10 minutes throughout the day, like at lunchtime, take a few minutes, write down some things, but your mind is going 100 miles a minute. So you also might want to meditate. You also might want to do some yoga, something to calm the mind. Calm your mind right now, because you're going to be restless. And then this is a good time to express yourself, even though I feel like Mercury is going to be causing communication. So just make sure that you're clear in your communication with people. If you're giving instructions, maybe send them a text, send them an email, like double check everything before you even send a message, okay? There might be some short-term trips, so meaning you'll go somewhere for the day and come back, or go somewhere for a couple of days and come back. That's really good for the ninth house energy as well, to connect or reconnect with others. And Mars is in your 12th house. You entered your 12th house last month. So your 12th house, this is where you're taking action. And once again, this is your subconscious level of thinking. So like, you're really going to be thinking. You have a lot of thought going on this month. So you're taking action on your thoughts, but make sure you write everything down. Make sure you pay attention to the details, because for some reason, I just feel like it's going to be so much that you might feel stagnant, because there's so much information coming in, and I don't think you'll be able to act on it, because the 12th house is also about rest and retreat, and you're going to be like sitting with these thoughts, so you might be a little bit restless. So that's your stars, Taurus. Let's get into your cards, okay? Sometimes I want to use different ones, but I'm just going to use the regular. What is this one? This is the universal way. All right. So, Taurus, thank you for liking. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for checking the information down below. I offer a lot of different things. Right now, this month, I have $50 birth charts on sale. And I know in some of the videos I said $60, but I really mean $50. So, the ones that saw 60, I'll have to go back and correct. But really, the birth charts are $50. And they're really nice PDFs that I put together, and they're 40 pages long. I also put in some human design information, so it's just like a little book about you. And my friends and family really liked it when I did them for them, so hopefully you will like that too. And if you're interested, check the box below. Sorry, I'm a little tongue-tied today. All right, so your first card that fell out is the Seven of Swords. So, Taurus, somebody is lying, and I think you know it. There's some deception going on. Somebody's lying. It could be you. You could also be lying to yourself, but there's really some deception going on here with the Seven of Swords. Like, somebody's doing something sneaky and underhanded. Let's see where this goes, right? I forgot I was just shuffling. I wasn't pulling, and that one fell out, so... Sometimes I pull and sometimes they fall out. So what do I need to know for Taurus? July of 2020. Taurus, July of 2020. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Creator. Thank you, Ancestors. Thank you, Spirit Guides, for being here. Thank you for these messages. What do we need to know for Taurus? Taurus, all the cards fell out, so I'm definitely not taking all of them, but the ones that hit the floor, we're taking. Okay. All right, so the first one to hit the floor was the Ace of Cups. Uh-oh. I can't see you. So the first one to hit the floor was the Ace of Cups. So when it's coming in reversed, it's like this. All right, and so basically what that's saying right now is you want love, you want a new start with something or somebody, but you're not. Nope, there's no new start. There's no new love right now. So maybe because somebody was doing something sneaky and underhanded, you decided not to give them a love offer, Taurus. Or somebody decided not to give you the love offer. Oh, and then the next card that fell out was the Star. And this is why it's all happening, because you have a wish, like you know what you want and you're going toward it. So regardless of anybody doing sneaky and underhanded stuff, it's like you already know what you want. And that's not it. That's not it. So what else do we need to know for Taurus? Taurus, your cards are falling out, but it's too many on that one. So there's a lot of messages for you, and they keep falling on the floor. So I have to keep getting them. Alrighty, and in the past, it was probably a commitment. So somebody was sneaking around in a commitment in a marriage, and it wasn't desired. That wasn't the desired result. So right now, there's a stalemate. Like you guys are not talking, you're not extending your cup of love. And like I said, it could have been an established relationship, an established business partnership, something that already their contract was already signed, like the deal was already made that, hey, we're going to be together. But something happened here, so let's see what's happening. Taurus, what messages do we need to know for Taurus? Taurus, July of 2020. Taurus, what messages do we need to know for Taurus? Okay, Taurus. Sometimes when they jump out like that, it's just, oh my God. So two more jumped out. So these are fives. You got two fives. So we've got the Five of Wands coming out. So this is about arguments, disagreements, fussing and fighting, just dissatisfaction because of the arguing and the disagreements, not being able to be on one page. And then, like I said, the five was the Hierophant in the past. So, like, it was an established bond. It was something that was established. But in the near future, it sees the Chariot. So it sees you walking away, like successfully moving away from this to go towards something else. Yeah, successfully moving away, Taurus. And what else does Taurus need to know for July of 2020? Taurus, July of 2020. This is how you're seeing things. You're still kind of deciding between two things. Like you could go one way is certain and one way is uncertain. So you're still taking your time trying to decide between two things. It could be like, I'm going to go this path, I'm going to go with this person, I'm going to give my love to this person. Like, you're still deciding right now. You haven't made the decision yet. And that could be why the Ace of Cups came in reversed at the beginning. So what else does Taurus need to know for July of 2020? Taurus, July of 2020. What do we need to know for Taurus? All right, so how people see you is you've got options with the Seven of Cups. If you made somebody an option, or either somebody made you an option, and that's why the cup of love is not being given. And then with the sevens are, this seven is about being sneaky, the first seven you got, and then you got another seven. So it's like being sneaky, not knowing what you want, okay? Being sneaky, not knowing what you want. This could be you, or this could be somebody else, Taurus, doing this to you. But let's see what you really want. What does Taurus really, really want? What is their hope and desire in the situation that they're going through? Thank you, Spirit Guides, for the answers and clarification here. Spirit Guides, angels, ancestors, Creator, thank you for being here and blessing this reading. This is what you really want. You want death. You want transformation. You want it to be over. I feel like somebody was lying to you, so you're done. It's a done data for you, Taurus. You want it to be over. You killed it. And if you haven't killed it yet, you're going to kill it because you want it to be done. You want to go ahead and keep your options open, and somebody knows that. So what's the outcome for Taurus in this situation? for July 2020. Taurus, July 2020. What is the outcome? The High Priestess. So it's like, Taurus, you already know what you want to do. You already know your intuition is guiding you through the situation. It's like nobody can tell you nothing. You already know everything that you need to know. And I think with the full moon energy that just happened, because usually, yeah, there's a moon here with the High Priestess. So the full moon illuminated some things to you, and you are successfully moving away from whatever was troubling you in the past with the arguing, the fussing, fighting. It was an established partnership, relationship, and you had wanted it. Like everybody wanted it. With the star, it was something that was desired and wanted, but you couldn't get on one page. You just could not get on the same page with the fussing and fighting. So somebody said, I'm out. With the Chariot, you got in your car, or you got put out. Somebody got put out, but whatever's going to happen is successfully leading them to the next thing that they know they need to be doing anyway, which we'll get into that with some other cards. But it looks like, Taurus, people are seeing you as your options open, so that's why I feel like you're the one who killed this. You want it to be completely done and over with. Like maybe somebody betrayed you, like with the 7, it could be betrayal, because the 7 of Swords is like lying and deception. So maybe somebody betrayed you and you are done, done. And you already know, and everybody knows that you're done. Everybody knows that you're done, and they're looking at you as the High Priestess. So it's just like your intuition has led you. Like even if people didn't tell you what was going on, you didn't really feel like you got all the information about what was going on. You know what was going on, and that's why you left. All right. And like I said, you're still either waiting for your ship to come in, or you're trying to make a decision. And right now with Mercury retrograde, what did I say? This is not the time for making a decision. So you're right on track with where you need to be, Taurus. Alrighty. So that was your tarot message. Let's go ahead and get into your Who Loves You Baby segment. And so this is something new that I've added for this month. I might not do it every month, but I'm using the Tarot of Sexual Magic. So this is 18 and up because there's some nudity on the card. So if you're 18, you can continue to watch. But if not, you've been warned. Don't come on my channel. I always put that my videos are not made for kids. And they're not. If kids are happening to watch, I'm letting you know right now. You're going to see some 18 and up content on these cards. So who loves my Tauruses? Who's loving my Tauruses? Taurus, who is loving you, baby, for July of 2020? Thank you, Spirit, for the messages. Who is loving my Taurus? All right, so the first card out is the 2 of Pentacles. So right off the bat, it could be an Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This could be you. The 2 of Cups is about juggling. It's about somebody juggling in a situation, like being put in a situation where they have to do so many things that they're not really focused on them. So let me take a closer look at this card, okay? This guy is coming up from behind this girl, and he looks like a complete pervert. She's sexy, but she's trying to allure him. And he's coming in from the back, touching her, okay? And they got some incense burning. There's a star looking out the window. So maybe it's not as creepy as it looks, but just the artist made it look kind of creepy. So whoever is loving you might be lurking in the distance. You might not know they might be watching you. Or you might know this person, and they just want to touch you. They just want to be around you. But for some reason, they're not able to because, like I say, you want to kill it. So who's loving my Tauruses? Who is loving Taurus? Okay. The next one is the 6 of Wands. So the 6 of Wands is usually about the victory card. It's usually about success and victory. So whoever is loving you is somebody who's successful. Maybe they own their own business. Let me take a closer look at this card. Okay, it's also another guy touching a fully clothed woman, but her butt is out. And then there's a rabbit, and there's a dove, and there's a couple goats, and there's some fire there because it could be a fire sign or somebody with fire in their chart. So, like I said, whoever this is, Taurus, it's like they just want to touch you. They just want to be around you. But I have a feeling you got your guard up. Like I said, you got your back turned. Like, if you're the woman in the situation, your back is turned, and the guy is trying to sneak up on you. right? So, and my cards are androgynous, so if you're a guy, it could be that the girl is trying to sneak up on you. If you are a queen with a queen, then your queen is trying to sneak up on you. If you're a king with a king, your king is trying to sneak up on you. Like, the cards are androgynous. Please don't take offense to the images, on the cards. But I can see that these men, you can't see their face, you don't even know who they are. So maybe just somebody is watching you, you know? Maybe you know this person, I don't know, but somebody thinks you're sexy. Somebody is super attracted to my Taurus. And what else do I need to know about who's loving my Taurus? Who is loving on Taurus for July of 2020? Thank you for these messages. Oh, too many. Too many. Who is loving on my Tauruses for July? All right, one card. Okay, the Three of Swords. Oh, so whoever it is, they feel heartbroken over you, Taurus. You broke their heart. The Three of Swords is the heartbreak card. Somebody is despondent because you have another choice. You have options. This person loves you. But it's like either you don't want their love. Like, look, if you're the woman in the situation, like Taurus is a feminine energy, so just say you're the woman in this situation. It's like the man is trying to sneak up on you, but you're not interested. You're not like totally interested. It's like they're the ones with the interest, and you are done. You're done. The Three of Swords, you're done. So I'm looking at this card, and there's a woman crying in the background as the man is seducing a whole nother woman. So maybe that's what's happened. Somebody with the line and the deception in your first reading, they were cheating or had a third party, had you in a third party. And you're like, no, like you wanted the relationship, but not like this. Not like this. So this is the Who Loves You Baby segment, Taurus. So I'm sorry that you have some drama going on, but it does look like you're done with it. You've ended it. And so I would go ahead and say, with confidence that you could have been in a third party and somebody put you in a third party and you were not happy about it and you just want it to be over. Like, you don't want another chance. You don't want reconciliation. So let's go ahead and leave you with, Enchanted Map first. Sorry, my bad. We're going to do an Enchanted Map card by Colette Baron Reed. And I wish that my readings would get a little bit shorter, but I'm going to start putting them on Vimeo for an extended. So we can do, 20 to 30 minutes here, and then you can go on to Vimeo for an extended reading for another 20 to 30 minutes. And we'll explore some different cards and some different spreads, but I just like to keep them very general here on YouTube. If you're looking for a personal reading, please check the information box. I'm still on Instant Go. You can call me, text me directly on Instant Go. Also, my Facebook is at Mystic Mizolette 1, the number 1. So you can like me and follow me on Facebook if you like. Alrighty, what messages do Taurus need to know for July of 2020, Taurus? July of 2020. What does Taurus need to know for July of 2020? Taurus, July of 2020. Taurus. Okay, so the cards don't want to come out. So let's go ahead and pull. I'm going to cut. Your first card out is the Mountain. All right, Taurus, it looks like you've got some obstacles in your way. You're struggling right now, and it could be you're struggling with your feelings. Like I said, whoever hurt you, you really wanted the relationship. Like, it was something you really wanted. You thought it was going to work, but it wasn't working. It just started to crumble with the fighting and the arguing and stuff. So it's saying you got an obstacle. You could either go around this mountain, you could go over this mountain, you could go through the mountain, but it's up to you to figure out how to handle your obstacles. So it's just like, look at it at every direction before you approach it. I think that's the takeaway from this card, okay? And the number is also 6, so you can play that as your lottery number. Oh my god, you gotta come together. This is an 8, so 8 could be one of your lotto numbers too. Come together is the love card. So like I said, if you put somebody in a third party, that could be the struggle, because you guys came together. But like, there's real love here. This is the love card. This is the Lovers card in the Enchanted Map by Colette Baron Reed. This is the Lovers card. Like, you're coming together for love, and so ain't no mountain high enough, right? So there's a mountain that you have to climb for love in this situation. And it could be a communication barrier with that five, and this is a six, so right after it. And then we had the sevens in the middle with the lies and the deception. And then, so in order to get to real love, you got to cancel a lot of things out. But this is the time for relationships, or making and breaking relationships. And after Mercury goes forward, you'll be able to solidify the relationship. That's why I feel like with the Two of Wands in the earlier reading, you were waiting. You were just waiting. And then lastly, you've got slow and steady, which I think I got this for Aries in the Aries reading. But slow and steady wins the race, right? So basically, take your time in deciding. Like, look at this. You can't get through the mountain fast. You're gonna have to go over this, through this, around this, and you're gonna have to take it slow and steady, one step at a time. This number is 12 for slow and steady. But yes, take your time and pay attention to the details. Remember, I said that already, Taurus. I said that already. All right, so your final message is going to be from Kuan Yin. So I like the Wild Kuan Yin a lot, and it's just a spiritual message, so that's how I'm going to end July. So what messages do we need to know for Taurus? Taurus, I love you for watching. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing my videos. I'm going to create a group too where I can do some free readings and some other free stuff and interact with my friends. So here we go. Taurus, July of 2020. Taurus, what do you need to know for July of 2020 for Taurus? They're trying to fall out. Let's see. Taurus, July of 2020, what do we need to know for Taurus? Alrighty, so now they don't want to fall out, so let's go ahead and cut. Oh wow, first card out is Pray to the East, Guardian watches over the West. And the number is 36, I believe. Yes, 36. Alrighty, so this card is really trying to say the past is trying to come back, but don't allow the past to come back. You need to continue to pray for something new and allow the new to come in. Because whatever you had to let go, whatever died, is not meant to go forward on your journey anymore. And so you have to let that go, Taurus. I know some people really don't want to hear that, but that's what this is saying. Pray for something new and let the rest of it die. Because they're going to try to come back, They're going to try you, but it's probably going to be the same exact thing that you've already been through 100 times with that person. So don't allow them to trick you. That's what this is really saying, is continue to pray for a new beginning, because you already know the devil that you know is always going to be that devil, okay? And then we've got Hold On To Me, which I think another sign got this. Hold On To Me is number 30. So Hold On To Me is asking you to trust in the divine, to have total 100% absolute faith that you're on the right path and that you're being led and that you're being held by the divine hand of God, taking you to where you need to go. So that's why they said pray for a new beginning, because the past is going to try to come with you and it's not meant to come with you. So trust in the divine, hold on to God's unchanging hand. That's what this card is, and trust and believe that wherever you are is where you're supposed to be. And so if somebody broke your heart, if somebody hurt you, they're not supposed to be in your life, because real love doesn't hurt. Real love does not hurt, okay? And last but not least, we've got White Mantra, Mother Protects. This is number 41. So this is basically saying whatever has been hurting you, whatever has been bothering you and troubling you, allow it. Don't allow that anymore. Let it go. It's not supposed to even touch you. Like your vibration, you're vibrating higher than whatever is trying to touch you. So you're supposed to let it go. Let it go, Taurus. Let it go. And that concludes your readings. So thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. And I'll see you guys in the August monthlies. Peace, Taurus. Namaste. Love you.